Hey, we're live. Wow, strange.
Well,
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
We weren't just making awful vampire and werewolf jokes.
They didn't suck.
That doesn't sound like anything we do.
No, never. So, hey, welcome to another episode of Chaos Crew. We're back. You missed last week. Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, let's get down to it. Last time, Patience detected some undead and some fiends in the noodle troll, including Aralee's duck friend, Winston. And you know, there was some tension there for a little bit. But then that night, a vampire came into Aralee's room and was like, "You smell like Strahd von Zarovich." Yeah, and tried to kill her. And then Aralee was like, "Dude, Strahd sucks. I agree." She was like, "Oh, this is awkward." Meanwhile, Patience flew in, attacked. Evidently, this vampire is also a vampire hunter, as well as a former Hell Rider of Elturel. Also, he's an elf from Evermeet, which is where Aralee's from. So
He's got like a real Blade situation going on.
He does. He does.
See,
actually,
if this was a conspiracy theory, he would be that one dad that all the red strings go to.
Yes. Yeah. And all the
Pepe.
strings
Dylan
available.
just hides
Pepe
his
Silva.
board of conspiracy theories behind him, like, don't look!
So while that was happening on, I think, the second floor of the Noodle Troll, Kurayami and Lilia didn't hear any of the commotion and like kissed, and you know, it was pretty cool. And then in the attic,
Right.
Solaris got a visitor. It was Renair, Never Ember, or was it? She thought it was, but then Sunspot swooped in and was like, "Nope." And evidently, this Renair was another shape-shifting vampire named Fhang, who charmed Solaris and convinced her to get them the heck out of there. So naturally, she did with the timepiece of travel, you know. And he had told her that he was going to take her to a Harper hideout in the trade ward, and she used the timepiece, and it seemed to work. And I believe Sunspot actually heard that that's where they were headed. And Aralee and Patience kind of had a relatively peaceful parting with Jander, who was like, "I'm hunting for the Baron of Blood. Don't get my way. I don't want to have to hurt you. You know, it's going to be dangerous." And he turned into mist and out, and who knows where he went. And again, meanwhile, Lilia and Kurayami have no idea. So let's pick up in the Noodle Troll with all of our friends.
How long has it been?
How's everybody doing? Oh gosh. Well, I guess it can be as long as you want it to have been. Where do you want to pick up?
I mean, we have at least 2 warlocks here. Are we talking short rests, or...?
I would say sure. Yeah, short rest original.
Actually,
Wait,
3 warlocks?
3 warlocks.
All walk into the bar. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. One warlock was busy.
Sure.
So, short rest. Whee.
Okay.
I will definitely use some hit dice, then.
Actually, let me see what time exactly it is.
Lilia used nothing and therefore lost nothing and therefore gained nothing except valuable life experiences.
Mm-hmm. So it's about, gosh, like 3 a.m. now. You guys stayed up pretty late hunting for vampires, you know, and then had some family time and then went to bed, and then all this happened. So it's relatively like early morning, late night.
Guys, we gotta go. Go. We gotta go.
Go where?
Trade ward.
Okay.
Like wiping the tears off of my face.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ask
Callie
about
mood.
that. I'm gonna go get Yami and Lilia.
Let me
Oh,
go
there was a
actually
vampire. Oh, okay. Wait for me. I run
It's like, I'm
also.
not getting involved with this crap.
You guys all barge in.
Yeah, I'm not far behind. I chase after you.
Oh,
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Yes.
I use thaumaturgy to kick the door open.
The door swings open. Yami and Lily are both in bed together. Yami's just like, yes.
Patience goes, nice.
Solaris got taken by a fake Renair. We gotta go now because she used that timepiece again. We're taking that from her, by the way.
Again?
Yes.
Well, I admire her. Wait, okay, so wait, fake Renair.
Okay.
What?
So I heard a fighting going on in the attic.
Mhm.
So naturally I jumped in through the window. And
I mean,
there's like this weird shapeshifter dude there who made his face look like Renair's. And then I think he charmed Solaris. So naturally I started punching him in the face. And then they ran away and I caught them and punched him again. And then he's
oh.
like, oh no, Solaris, save me. I'm a frail old man. I'm so weak. I can't do anything useful. And then Solaris is like, I got you. Let's go to the trade wards. And whoop, teleported.
That sounds about right for them, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
roll.
We gotta go.
I'm gonna
Okay.
roll an insight check for myself.
Let's do it.
For what exactly?
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say something, but I am not smart enough to realize what's going on.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Make sure you put some armor on. Bye.
Oh, I don't wear armor, Patience, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put on my jacket.
Oh. Yes. Pat pat on the head. Yami will throw something on. I don't know. Probably
Patience-
something dark.
Patience goes to leave, and then his hand just appears over the door frame with the thumbs up, and then leaves.
I'd give you a thumbs up back, but Yami doesn't have hands.
Fair enough.
All
Oh,
right,
sure.
so
When he makes a joke about it, it's okay. When I make the joke about it, I get yelled at.
He's the one with
I'm
no
the one without
hands.
hands.
Jamie!
It's a positive bias.
All right. So everybody gets dressed, preps, and then you guys want to just like head out for the trade ward?
Is Aralee hurt at all? Still?
No, I'm
Okay.
fine.
I actually did.
She's a
Did you
fighter.
even
She
get
can,
hurt?
like punch vampires in her sleep.
True.
So how quickly do we want to get there?
That's a good question. Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
Yami will happily say, I mean, I could jump.
It's 3 in the morning. Are there even any carriages going around?
Give me a perception roll.
Oh, I'm good at those. For those at home, I will not be rolling dice tonight. I'm going to experiment with the new dice on D&D Beyond.
Ooh.
Perception, just as good as insight. 7.
Doesn't look like it. You don't see any. You like come out of the noodle troll and look down the big broad avenue outside Troll Skull Alley. Nope. And I mean, all the drays and stuff that run through Waterdeep have there's been kind of an upheaval since the horse revolution. You know, they've had to find new things to pull carts, so it's been kind of iffy.
I mean, if they have smaller carts, they could just have people.
That's true. Yes, that is true. Yami could pull a regular cart, as she happily points out.
Well,
I just want to point out of character that Aralee could probably do better.
Oh,
I'm not even.
Hey, Yami, you know.
no
Respects
one
Aralee's.
pulls carts like Aralee. No one chops off heads quite as much as Aralee. I don't know.
We're gonna do a different Disney movie every episode.
If I didn't already have Disney crossed off on my bingo card.
For those at home that don't know, we have a bingo board with all of the tropes for this campaign.
mhm.
So the trade ward is all the
Wait,
way
close
on
my
the other
bingo
side of the
board.
city, basically. So it's gonna be a trip, you know.
Is Aralee near me? Did you run outside as well?
Yeah, she's probably got Winston now, though.
Oh, okay. I'm like, All right, let's go to the trade ward, and I touch your shoulder, and we both have fly cast on us.
Ah!
I can fly too. I just don't need to swallow myself for that.
I can show you the ward.
Ooh, that was good. That might be
Yeah.
the Wow, Scott. Wow. Do you have an inspiration? Because I want to give you one.
Yeah, I've had one for a while. You keep giving me one.
Because
you
you and Scotty both make horrible, horrible puns, and that's how they get to the way to Dylan's heart.
That's true. That's very true.
We're flying,
sure
and
you-
instead of birds, just griffins.
I will spread my butterfly wings and be like, well, if everybody can run, we can just run.
Well, I can jump, so
I
can
know
fly.
you can. It's very cool.
okay. So we can all fly or jump. Okay, let's do that.
And
Let's do
I'm gonna pull off my magic carpet sash and activate it.
Right, you have the sash. Oh my god, I always forget it.
Oh,
So I
so-
have
Awesome.
80 feet of movement, so I'm just gonna.
Awesome.
And we just fly out of there.
Okay,
All of us
so
just fly. Then you just so often just see Yami. Oh,
Boing.
oh.
Boing.
Yep.
Leaping tall buildings in a single bound.
I just imagining the vampire Fhang looking out, seeing 4 of us flying, and then just keep seeing Yami jumping out, just like, oh shit.
We're coming for you.
So we are headed across town to the trade ward, which is at the very southern end of the city. It's packed with shopping and eating and taverns and all kinds of stuff, marketplaces. There are glove shops, shoe shops, jewelry stores, perfumeries, flower shops, cake shops, taverns, cafes, tea shops, inns, row houses, boarding schools, offices, dance academies, grocers, pottery stores, armor vendors. As long as it's not illegal, you can find it in the trades ward.
they even have a roast of the roast beast.
What if it's not legal?
Well, if it
You can find it, but it's a little harder.
It's just in the alleyway.
but if you're looking for something illegal, the trades ward is likely the place to get that too. Just don't be too loud about it,
Yeah.
So there's tower buildings and row houses, all kinds of shops that are obviously most of them are closed for the evening. There's some drunks who are still kind of like stumbling home 3 a.m. And there are some carts still going here. This isn't a part of the city we get to often, honestly.
So they went to some harbor hideout, but I don't know where that is.
You never told me that. I already flew, and I'm flying
Well,
around.
as we're approaching it, I'm saying,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
we'll look for the harbor hideout.
All right. I look around for it.
Where
Ooh.
would the harpers hide?
Ooh, a 17
That's pretty good.
on not deception, perception. There's a big difference there.
Perception.
Unless you're lying about trying to find.
I found
Solaris.
it. 17 deception. He's looking in the wrong direction.
He's
Harbor is that
he
way.
like found it, but he's looking at like exact opposite direction of it.
Gosh, let's see. I don't even know what you'd see. There's all sorts of things. You know what? I'm gonna say, as you're looking around the trades ward, you see that most of the lights in this area are sort of out, besides the lamps that are burning and stuff like that. However, you do see a pair of towers, like just sort of Sword of the Rings.
Are there 2 towers?
There are.
Which 2
sort of-
towers?
That's a good question. Which
Oh
are the 2?
god, don't start. Don't start.
And the buildings around them are kind of like out away from them, so it's kind of an open area. And it actually looks like, as you sort of look around, they're like dead birds in a circle around these 2 towers, and you can see that there are lights on in the windows of them.
Oh, I fly over to one of the windows then. Actually, before I do that, how long did it take us to fly there?
Okay, That is a good question.
Because that spell lasts an hour.
Oh, it would take longer than an hour. Fly away to the trade ward.
To fly across town with no obstacles in a way?
Mm-hmm. It's a big town. Okay, I would say probably about hour, 45 minutes. No.
Okay, then Sunspot's the only one flying then. Our fly would have worn off by now.
Sure.
I'll cautiously zoom over to a window and kind of peek.
Okay.
I'm running over to the dead birds.
So Sunspot, as your flying carpet kind of towards this tower, the carpet in front of you kind of like starts bunching up, and suddenly you just like press into like this invisible wall.
Oh, the damn mimes are back.
I'm sorry.
Invisible wall. And I started like, hello.
Oh, well, I can dispel that if you want.
Sure. That would make things easier.
And yeah, patience. When you look at the dead birds, it looks like they basically impacted on something and like broke their necks and stuff.
Oh no!
And you would
Is it a
guess
circle? Or is it a
yes,
half a circle?
it's a circle.
I Arcana check.
Okay.
Because I'm dumb. And I don't think that. I think it's an occult ritual.
Mm.
Oh, wait. Not rolling real dice here. We're rolling D&D Beyond dice. It's really easy. You just go over to the Arcana skill, and you press the modifier button, and it rolls a d20 for you. 13.
I got a 16.
A 16 Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So both of you guys would kind of realize that there appears to be a magical like force field around these towers, essentially. And as you guys are kind of like messing around, looking at it, actually, Lilia, you used Dispel Magic, right?
Yeah.
Roll me a Dispel check. thing.
Okay, dispel check. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hey, I
Hi.
think my brother's downloading something. I'll be right back.
Make an ability check using your
natural 20, so that would be a 33.
Sorry to be a bearer of bad news, but if it's the spell I think it is, Dispel Magic does not work on it.
Wow. Actually, it does. It says right here.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
It's DC 19, which definitely be.
Also, I do need to say that we're all in different boxes now.
I'm currently.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you caught
So
that.
basically, a 10-foot square in this force field opens in front of you, Lilia. The whole thing doesn't disappear, but like a gateway, basically. You feel the air like ripple,
and I gesture forward and be like, no wall here.
An old dung sweeper who's walking by says, "Oh, you kids better be careful. That's the old Colat Towers. Place is haunted. Don't want to go in there."
Oh, guys.
That makes me want to go in it more. Shut up, old man. And I just
Okay, but like
Careful is my middle name.
Sunspot obviously never learned a lesson from when he was a child, and he took his friends into the.
Oh my god, that's true.
Hey, it wasn't my idea.
That's true. Oh
yeah,
my
but at the
god,
moment,
Jeanette.
only Sunspot can die until everyone else comes in.
Oh my god,
it's different.
That's that. You know what, Jeanette? I'm gonna give you an inspiration. That's really good. I didn't even think about that.
damn it.
And he's like, "Well, when the Colat brothers steal your soul, that's your business, young fella. I'm sure.
Bold of you to assume I have one, sir."
Well, that's fair.
Why are you?
That's
Don't
true.
be rude. It's just
Back
an
in
old
my
man.
day-
What is wrong with you?
Back in my day, elves didn't have souls. Resurrection didn't work on them.
Listen, I'm a little laser focused on the fact that Solaris got kidnapped by something that she thinks
don't know
is
who
her
that is.
fiance. I'm not talking to you, old man.
Oh, well,
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man?
didn't talk in my vicinity. I just assume you're talking to me.
You're
I
talking to
love the
Lilia.
young people.
It's true. I think the young people are our future.
Thank you so much for the information, sir.
Patience is already. You just see Patience like.
Okay.
I follow Patience.
Solaris,
It's always a
Solaris.
bad idea.
I'm
So it is
I'm
a
screaming that, by the way.
pair of big, tall towers that are basically completely smooth on the outside. It doesn't look like there are doors into it. On one of the towers, it does look like there's sort of a building at the bottom that goes up like another level, and then the tower kind of sprouts out from it. And then the other tower is just a straight up with like a bridge across on the second level. It's about 40 feet up. And
This
Yami's
reminds
like,
me of when we were in Sigil and we had to go to Shemeshka's living situation, and she had a tower that's shaped like a dragon with no doors.
oh, well, our friend Aranax has a tower that's shaped like a dragon too. So, I mean, not very special.
Hey, Solaris. Hey, what are
It
you
was
doing
just
here?
Cool. It was crying for the size. It was neat.
Well,
Mm,
Aranax
sharing.
breathes fire, so
Guys, I don't think she's here. She's not responding.
yeah, I don't
Mm.
know. I guess she could have teleported through the force field.
I mean, she was with that
There was-
guy. Maybe the guy like opened the door.
Wait, there was a force
Something.
field?
Yami telekinesis is a rock up and throws it, and it bounces back and hits Patience in the forehead.
Oh, I thought
He dies immediately.
I thought Lilia dispelled it.
Just a little chunk of
Disproportionate.
it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Chunk,
just a gnome-shaped chunk.
pretty much.
Oh, then I would have ran in and went dunk.
We all just
It's
crawl in.
probably a little taller, so you can actually get it.
Yeah.
It's not like 3 feet tall hole.
You have to turn sideways because of your horns.
Yeah. So it's still dunk.
You do that thing where you duck and you think the second horn cleared it, but it didn't, so you just get that part caught, and you're just like, oh!
Oh, that is the worst.
May I do detect magic on this place?
Oh, sure. God, how distant does detect magic reach?
30, I think.
Range? I think so
Yeah.
too.
I'll double check.
Yes.
Okay,
It's the yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
And
Well-
I'll just like walk around, just do a quick loop.
So you detect that there's definitely magic inside the place, most of which appears to be illusion spells.
Oh. Wow.
You can't really, I mean, the tops of the towers are, a ways up.
Solaris has magic items on her, right?
She does.
Would I be able to like feel their aura?
Yeah, you'd be able to detect them with detect magic, but
Yeah, like would I like recognize them as hers?
I don't know that you would know them well enough.
Okay.
But-
Just wondering.
Yami, Sunspot, and Patience could probably tell you what they are, and you could probably.
I mean, I also have
Figure out.
detect magic, so if
It's true.
Lilia says that we're looking for that, I can probably.
Well, I'm just trying to see if she's here, then she'll probably have her items on her unless they took it away and took them to a different location. Which I don't know why they would if this is their headquarters.
I mean, they already
ju-
took it to a secondary location, so like,
Well,
She
if,
was, would it be a secondary location if like the first location, like it was one, like they only went to one location? We don't know if they went to another one.
Yami's
Fair.
eyes kind of like widen, and she says, "Guys, I don't think this is the place."
oh, nonsense. They're probably at the top. And I continue going upwards.
Would you cast fly on yourself again?
Sure.
There's no door to get into the.
Yeah, there's no
tower.
door.
I mean, I could just go up the wall and poke in the
That's-
window.
Oh, okay, never mind. I will be dumb and attempt to climb up.
Okay. You would make me an athletics check then, Patience. Also, I believe, yeah, there is a window on the second floor, Sunspot. So it's like 25 feet up. Also,
Well,
there's
just
there's a bridge that connects
Didn't
the towers.
you
on
say
the second
that
floor,
your
too.
teleportation, like her teleportation item, has a bug on it that doesn't usually take her to the place where she wants to go?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So
Sometimes it
if-
works though.
Well, you can talk to animals, right? You can maybe convince the bug to do it correctly.
It's on. I mean,
Patience,
I'm saying this as I'm climbing up with a 19 on my athletics.
Whoa, okay. So yeah, the stones of this tower are relatively, old, and you're able to kind of get your hands in there and start climbing up with relative ease. It's obvious that the force field is kind of protected from the elements and stuff like that. There's a cool autumn breeze in the air, but the force field even blocks that, and then Sunspot, you want to?
I'm gonna let Patience have this one.
Aralee, you doing
you
anything?
guys,
I'm
you guys
standing.
ever worry
below-
about patience?
Every single second of every single day.
Okay.
Don't
I
worry.
mean, this is a very
Maybe-
this is a very conspicuous hideout. I'm not sure if they would have went here.
Yeah, I know. I'm very confused as to this place. It seems to be very magical, and we could get in a lot of trouble, just in general. And
Is that like is the doorway that Lilia opened still open?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll last for a little while, but it'll close eventually.
Well, can I
Hmm?
can I duck out and start looking for some rats?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I want to try and get my posse going. I
Uh,
don't know why I didn't think of this before to use the rats.
make me.
Oh my god, can we? But this means that Dylan has to make rat voices for all the rats.
Do you have your
Thank you.
pipes?
You have your
Oh,
pipes.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
was
do
gonna
have
say.
I'll use my pipes of the sewer. Come to
Very
me, my children.
Very nice. Gosh, I think it does like 1d4, doesn't it? So
Cue the
Of swarms that show up.
the
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
cue that one song from Shrek the Musical with all the tap dancing rats.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know exactly what you're talking about. All the rats just come tap dancing over. Hey,
Hey.
master, you're back. Yeah.
Thinking that- I was trying to think of a song from
Oh,
Ratatouille,
gosh.
but I can't think of any on top of my head.
No, it's not even 1d4. You have 3 charges, and for every charge you spend, you get a swarm of rats. My God.
I'll do 2 charges.
Okay. Oh God. 2
So I have at
swarms of
least
rats.
one. At least I have one spare.
How many rats are in a swarm?
Around 20.
It's around 20. Okay, so 40 rats.
So like 40
40
rats just
there's-
coalesce around
there's-
Sunspot outside the forest field.
There's no official, but most swarms, from what I've seen, it's around 20 of that creature,
Mhm.
if they're tiny size.
So yeah, there's a ton of rats.
That's
that,
amazing.
they're already doing their thing in the ward since it's night, and they can kind of go out and get meals. But they hear the Rat King of Waterdeep playing, and they all gotta come up, show up.
Is it
There's
specifically
like 2
swarms?
rats like carrying a pizza to you.
Oh yeah,
It's a
of
rat.
course.
Is it no? I mean, is it specifically a swarm of rats, or can it be a
Yes.
swarm of any kind of rats that form a swarm?
That's a good point.
Like a
Rats?
certain kind of rat that's big brain power.
Listen, if this was like Sigil, yeah, 100%.
I think Sigil
I think-
only has cranium rats.
Yeah,
I mean, in Rats of Waterdeep, there were cranium rats running around, and we saved
there
one of
were,
them.
weren't there?
Yeah,
One of them we
mean,
killed because it was spying on us. The other one we
Slim-
kept.
Slim
They worked-
collapsed Xanathar's lair, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean rats can't survive from that.
They worked for Nihilor, and now Nihilor's dead. That's true. It's like the intellect devourer.
They work for me now.
Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna roll something.
Do 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 do.
Interesting. Okay, so you see that there for like a good number of these 40 rats are normal rats, but there are 6 rats that have very pulsating brains going on.
I forget how cranium rats work.
More of them there are, the smarter they are.
But I mean, like, I
We-
could communicate somehow with them.
We are many. When they get to a certain number of them, they can.
I mean, I can talk to animals, so if you need communication.
They are technically beasts.
I can talk to animals too.
I know. I remember you told me about the horse revolution. Mhm.
Yes, yeah.
Now I need to look up their stats again. They're
That
like my
was so cool.
favorite planescape creature.
All right,
Pretty
little
good.
rat dudes, little dudes and dudettes, and whatever. Thank you. We are looking for my friend Solaris, and I'm gonna like
They do have
think
telepathy
really
30
hard
feet.
about what Solaris looks like, so that the
I
cranium
will
rats
do
can
an
like
illusion.
pick up on
I
it.
will do like a image, illusionary
Solaris?
image of Solaris.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She is somewhere here in the wards. We need help finding her. So
I
go scout, and if you find her or traces of her, come back and find me. Okay?
So yeah, they will. One of the rats will start telling them to break up into teams, and they will scour the word
A
gold
little
team.
general rat.
Yeah, does it have like a little like beret with
Little war helmet has like the little stick that's just like
Viva la
"Oh, my
France!
children.
And patience.
My name is Belbon. Wait.
So you
No.
climb.
Babylon.
So
Little
you climbed
one-handed
up.
rat.
The one tower doesn't look like it has windows on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's a bridge, and there are 2 windows on either side of the second floor on the tower that has like the sort of building at the bottom of it. So what do you want to do there?
Well, I was climbing up to that one window, right?
Okay, so you want to climb up the window?
Yeah.
Let's see. Make me a perception roll as you look inside. As you sort of through the glass.
I am patience, and I am sneaking, climbing up this tower. 17.
Whoa. Okay. So beyond in the landing of this tower, there's a stone landing with no railings. There's a door that opens up onto this bridge. And as you're sort of looking through, it looks like there's just like a hole in the floor, and a hole in the ceiling. There's also what looks like a ledge across next to the other window that has a pair of chests sitting on it.
No sign of Solaris, though, or anything she had.
Doesn't look like it.
All right. Well, there's no stairs going up from inside.
Doesn't look like it.
And there's a window up above this floor, like the next floor up.
Let me see. Make sure. Oh, wow. Actually, no, there's not.
Oh, then okay, I'll hop in through this window then, if I can.
Okay. Yep. There's glass, so you'd have to. There is a door to the side on the bridge, though.
Oh,
that's-
I'll go that way.
Okay. Let me see. I believe it is unlocked. Yes, it is.
Well, when you have force fields, you don't usually need to lock your doors.
You don't have to lock your doors, yeah.
Usually no.
So the planks and stone of the bridge sort of like groan plaintively as you sort of land on them.
Plaintively?
Patience, be careful.
And they a little bit of it like crumbles, like
What? I say as I lean over and more crumbles.
Be careful.
Careful is my
falls.
careful is my middle name. I go
And it
inside.
actually looks like the
Patience,
bridge.
careful.
The bridge is like goes to a walkway around the tower that doesn't have any windows on it.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to open the door into this bigger tower.
Yep.
Okay, so you find yourself on the landing inside. There's the sort of hole in the ground, hole in the ceiling, and a ledge with 2 chests on it over by the other window.
When I look at the hole up above, what do I see up there?
Oh gosh, let me see. Let me tell you what else. Gosh, so.
What do you see with my tiny -2 eyes?
So it looks like there is another sort of like half floor, and as you kind of like get an angle through the continual flames that are sort of burning on the walls, you can see what looks like cabinets and like tables up there, sort of behind like a railing.
No sign of anyone up there, though.
Don't look like it.
Okay, I turn around and leave, and I close the door, and I go across the bridge to the other tower, then.
All right.
We're looking for Solaris. I don't care about anything else.
It's true. So I believe the other tower does not have a door into it. Or no, it does. Sorry, it does. I'm stupid. I didn't see the door.
I think this is just patience in character. Like, guys, the door's missing. It's over there. Oh, all right.
Like when we went to Willows, when we were at Willows, and you climbed up the tree, and we're like, "There's a door right over here, patience."
There's a door right there, patience.
This is actually pretty accurate to that event. Yeah.
All right. So yes, there is a door that leads into the tower. You want to go through the door?
Yeah, sure.
It is unlocked. So there is a landing that has 2 staircases that go up from it, with like a pillar sort of in the middle of them.
Solaris?
Your voice sort of echoes up. Solaris? Solaris? Solaris?
I lean my head back out and I yell at everybody, "Hey, I'm not sure if she's in here, but I'm going to go check." And I go in before they respond. And I go up the stairs.
I really think we should go. I don't.
Should we put like a
bell on him?
Like maybe.
Or a leash, so we can just like pull him back when he gets too far.
Maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't want to put anybody in chains, but that seems like he was gonna hurt himself at this point.
Yeah, Aralee, you could climb up there if you'd like.
I'm climbing up there. All right.
Okay.
Aralee's just like, she just takes her normal human hands, just her elven hands, and just.
Her fingers make holes in the stone.
Mm-hmm.
She just like punches the wall and makes like
I'm gonna make a door.
I'm gonna take her for a ride.
Yep.
Okay. 23.
Oh yeah, you make it up there easily. Up onto the landing that sort of, or not the landing, the boardway that kind of what goes around the tower.
You probably see me heading up the stairs.
Oh, okay. I'm coming after you because I'm making sure that you don't kill yourself.
Oh, okay. Thanks. And I go upstairs.
So once you sort of walk up the stairs, looks like there is a statue up ahead, sort of in a like a alcove, as the stairs sort of continue going up. And it looks like an angry wizard with a big beard and like a bald head, standing in the sort of with 2 continual flame spells on either side of him.
Anything else?
Nope.
Oh, well, Solaris isn't here, and I walk back down. I'm sorry. I know how much of a nightmare this is as a DM, but
not at all.
So, Sunspot's gonna lean over to Jamey. How are they gonna get down?
Well, Sunspot, and I put my arm around Sunspot. Aralee could like grab Patience and like jump down,
yeet him out a window like a prince,
and just throw him at the force field, and he'll just like slide down.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
He slides down.
Jamey has flashbacks to when she ran into a window and is like, "Yeah,
good times, yeah. Good times."
So romantic.
Very romantic.
Surprised you haven't made a play out of that yet.
So Patience, you're gonna come back. Aralee, do you come back?
Did
you
I go
continue
up
up-
the stairs?
Do you want to continue up the stairs? I mean,
Would Aralee continue up the stairs? Aralee goes, well, hold on a second.
Wow, I just realized you can also climb. Did you climb up here?
Oh yeah.
Wow, you're really strong.
Yeah.
Like what's your workout? Holy crap! And I go to feel her bicep.
I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Okay, keep your trade secret, and I head back out.
Hmm.
What powder do you use, bro?
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no.
We lost Lilia.
She's Misty Step. She Misty stepped out of the call.
Yeah. So Aralee, you continue up. And Patience, just as you're like sort of walking out of the tower, Aralee, the statue levitates and it floats out of the alcove and turns to face you. And the mouth on it starts to move, and it says, I am Dulak Kolat, the great wizard and master of this tower. How dare you invade my home? Leave at once or be destroyed by magic beyond your comprehension.
Oh yeah. I'm Lady Aralee Maryland of Evermeet. I am not trying to do anything to upset you.
Do I hear this?
Yeah. And it goes down the tower to you.
Oh, you hear me run back up. Where's Solaris?
You see the statue is just floating there, in front of the stairs, basically. It doesn't say anything again, it's just floating there.
Stubborn as a rock, eh? I would say I'm sorry, but I'm really not.
There was more than one bad pun on my bingo sheet because that would be.
Well, we would have like 3 bingos before half the session's over. You tell me where she is now, or I'll show you magic beyond your comprehension as I roll intimidation.
You're trying to intimidate a rock.
Yes, 21.
Between a rock and a hard place.
I don't think it matters, but I rolled.
This rock
I rolled
seems
anyway.
unflappable. This angry wizard just gives you an angry expression. He does not seem intimidated at all. He's
Oh man, it reminds me of this barbarian named Dwayne I met. Very stubborn.
I kind of wave my hand in front of his face. Nothing.
Nope, just a statue looks like floating here angrily.
Maybe it's like a thing that they put up to ward people away, and they think that this obviously terrifying man would scare people. I don't know. And she just continues up the stairs.
Okay. So you start to walk past the statue.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly the statue's arms just like crash into the sides of the staircase. And I need Patience and Aralee to make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, sweet. I'm good at those. I'm good at those. 17.
23.
Guys, come on. So the statue topples off of the ledge towards you, like projected by magical force, and basically just topples end over down the stairs, and it rolls down past the landing that you guys came in on, down the stairs the other way, and you sort of hear it like thump down below.
Must have broke.
Definitely looks that way.
Yeah, all right. She continues up the stairs.
I shrug and follow.
Okay. So meanwhile, elsewhere, Solaris, you appear with Renaer outside a very fine-looking building. It sort of has a large building to one side, sort of built in the Neverwinterian style. Neverwinterian? I don't know how you'd say that. Neverwintering, Neverwinton. I don't fucking know.
Air winter style.
Yes. Sort of in that look to it. But there's like a shop on one side that has a sign that says Lacer's Mercery, which you remember you visited at some point. It's kind of a dress and suit store. Then there's like a bridge that goes over the road and connects to like another small building on the other side. And Renaer kind of just like, let's get inside.
All right, are you okay?
I'm a little hurt. A little hurt.
I can do something about that. Here, I can heal you.
Oh, can you?
I will cast a cure wounds on.
Okay. How much do you heal?
I'm about to find. Ooh, I rolled good. I heal 10 hit points.
Okay. He's still looking pretty bad, but he's better. He says, "Oh, thank you so much." And he sort of like gives you a hug and like pets your back. He's like, "Come on."
Why did Sunspot attack you? I don't understand what happened.
Like I said, the whole noodle troll's been compromised. Your friends aren't who they say they are.
That's insane.
I know.
What did it? What happened?
It's not safe to talk out here. Come on.
Okay, I'll follow him inside.
And like I said before, this is not how Renaer dresses usually. He has like a black cloak with like a high collar. He has like a nice vest underneath.
He's trying something different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he has an amulet that looks like it is a fist on his around his neck. But yeah, he takes out a key out from his pocket, unlocks the door, and opens it into the sort of smaller building attached to the shop by the bridge. And inside, it looks like there is sort of like a multi-level warehouse type of situation.
What is this place?
He says, "This is where the hideout I'm taking you to is. Nothing to worry about. We'll be safe here. Trust me."
Who's behind all of this? Like, who's doing this? We killed the Xanathar. They're like, who's coming after us now?
He says, "Well, there are vampires out and about in the city."
What? I have a book about that. Oh, I left it at home.
Oh, well, it's all right. I'm sure we can get it later. But you're a follower of Selune, and these creatures crawled up from Undermountain. They're a cult of Shar, the Mistress of Night. Nasty, nasty things.
I still don't understand why they're coming after us. I don't know how they got the Sunspot. He's usually so willful. And I mean, was it not him? Did they like? Is he dead? Did they kill Sunspot and replace him with a doppelganger?
He says, "It's possible."
Oh my God, that's why he attacked you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Probably.
What about Yami and Patience? Do you think that they're okay?
I think it's just safer for the time being. And he sort of takes his boot and like pushes aside some hay that's on the ground. And it looks like there's a trap door. And he sort of like lifts it, and there's a staircase that spirals down underneath this coach house.
I put on my goggles of night so I can see, because I assume it's dark down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to Renaer, do you need a light source, or I could cast a light?
And he says, "Oh, no. I'll lead the way. Don't worry."
But it's dark.
It's fine. It's fine. You're the light of my life, you know?
Oh.
You'll be all I need.
Oh my god.
I completely believe him. He's so charming.
um,
Oh
so he will lead you down this spiral staircase to basically what looks like an underground chamber where there are tables and like a bar set up underneath this coach house.
no. It's a speakeasy, isn't it?
In a way, yeah. And to one side, it looks like there is a doorway that goes out, and you can sort of hear water like running beyond that doorway. And you also see that there are 5 like barred doors in here,
Bar doors.
like jail cells type of situation.
I'm eyeballing those a little bit. Looking, seeing if I see anything inside these jail cells.
Oh, make me a perception roll.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Perception. Here we go. I am also using the D&D Beyond dice.
Ooh.
And I got a 23 perception.
Wow. Okay, so there are 2 people, one in 2 of these cells. There is a man in his 50s with sort of dusky skin who is just like sleeping on the ground, and he looks like he is wearing not Sharn watch. This isn't ever on.
Dylan,
I
didn't even question you. I was like, Sharn, that makes
I'm
sense.
so used to saying Sharn watch. The Waterdeep watch, so sort of the green and orange tabard and everything. It looks like he has his helmet sort of off to the side, and he's just sort of like sleeping on the ground of this cell. The other one has a woman in it, who kind of looks Asian type of a situation going on. She has hair sort of pulled up, but it looks like it's sort of come loose in places, and she's wearing a nice like red dress, and you see that she has a flying serpent tattoo on her one arm.
I know that.
As well as an amulet of a black hand sort of on her, around her neck as well.
What are they doing in there?
And he says, people who found out about our hideout, we couldn't let them telling everyone else. That one's a Zint, of course.
Wait, you locked them up instead of just relocating to a new hideout?
Safer this way.
But isn't it wrong to just because they found it? I mean, we've got other places we could go hide.
It's true, but this is our place.
I'm so confused, Renair.
Here we're unseen,
I suppose. What is going on? I'm so confused. I mean, I was sleeping and then everything happened and you're telling me everybody's not themselves and I don't understand.
And coming from upstairs, sort of behind you, a beautiful human woman with these like very nice dark curls, a very ample bosom that's sort of spilling out of a partially unbuttoned blouse, with like a bejeweled vest, like comes downstairs with like a lamp, and she's like, "Fhang, is that you?" And he kind of like turns and is like, Mariana, I brought a guest. And she's
Who's
like,
Fhang?
I mean, and Renair says, Renair. This is Mariana Solaris.
Who's Mariana? And I give her this side eye.
And Mariana is like, I run the mercery upstairs.
How do you know Renair?
He's come to get outfits from time to time.
Mm-hmm. Can I insight check that?
Sure.
$27.
So it seems like she's telling the truth that he does come to get outfits sometimes, but the way she says it is like, there's obviously more to it than she's letting on type of situation.
Keep giving her a stink eye. I lean close to Renair, real quiet whisper. I don't trust this one. There's something up. She's keeping a secret. Also, you didn't tell me you're buying clothes from somewhere else.
Oh, well, these things happen.
We talked about you like cutting back a little on your clothes spending. You've got a lot of nice outfits.
I mean, yes, but a young gentleman always has to get more, especially with the wedding. I don't want to.
You just need one suit to get married in.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I don't even care if it's that spiffy.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
mm-hmm. I
here,
like
take
you
a
for
seat.
who you are underneath what? Oh,
Take a seat, Solaris. Here.
I sit down when he asks me to.
I've already contacted some of the other Harpers. We're gonna have a little discussion.
I think she should put on a house coat or something or button up the top.
Mariana looks down. She's like, oh.
I'm just saying you have guests.
Well, I suppose.
Also, you should probably give food to these people in the cells. I don't really like the whole thing you're keeping them here thing, but at least they should be well fed. And they don't look very comfortable. Mattresses, even beds, cots. I don't know. Renair has plenty of money for that.
She looks around and is kind of like, yes, I don't much like it either.
Renair, there's something about her. It's really put me off a little bit.
Hmm.
So we need to talk. What do we need to talk about? Renair says we need to talk.
Well, over the next few minutes, some more people arrive. First off, you hear like a tapping come from upstairs, and a half-elf gentleman with a mole on his upper lip, who looks like he's dressed as one of the Guild of Dung Sweepers, comes down, and he sort of like looks Solaris up and down, is like, interesting. And then
I look him up and down like, what?
he says, this will make a fine prize, I think.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't let him bother you, Solaris. Don't let him.
I don't appreciate his tone.
Ratscale can be a bit of a shithead time to time.
I'm getting that, and I've met him for like 2 seconds.
I think his job as a dung sweeper has
given him a shitty attitude?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Next up, a elderly tiefling gentleman with red skin and like a big white mustache. I kind of like imagine Wolford Brimley if he was like a tiefling butler, essentially. He comes downstairs with like a cane, and he just sort of looks around and sort of gives you a nod, Solaris, and says, Solaris Raylan, I assume.
Yep, you've got that right. Who are you?
Who am I? I am Wilford Crowell. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I have heard a lot about you.
That concerns me a bit. I try to keep low key, but thank you.
It's hard to keep low key when you are the ones who found Never Ember's treasure a couple of months ago.
Oh, we returned that to the city. I mean,
Indeed, I'm well aware.
Renair, I've never met these people before, but this one I like better than the dung sweeper.
He has his uses, for sure. Next up, the archway that leads to like this river you hear like and like stuff like hitting the dock and stuff, it sounds like, and heavy boots like come in out of the doorway as a dwargar, little dark-skinned dwarf with a bald head and a large white goatee without a mustache, also has a monocle, and his hands are sort of like wrapped up. He like arrives and says, so the gang's almost all here.
I'm just looking. I'm just taking this. This is a lot to take in. I'm eyeballing the monocle and wondering if he'd miss it.
Ah. He says, Willifert, you still look like a dandy. And the older tiefling gentleman is just like, Thagla, I see that Skullport still has dampened your mood.
Oh, you're from Skullport.
I am.
What do you think? I've spent a little time down there recently.
Yes, I know. You helped take out the Xanathar, yes?
I mean, I was there. I was a little bit busy. Kind of support at that point.
Yes, we heard lots about you.
That really is just really got to keep a lower key profile.
And then there's sounds of like two people walking down the stairs from above. The first one is someone that you recognize, Solaris. It is a plump woman in a green barmaid dress with a white shirt underneath, messy sort of auburn hair and like a freckled nose. It is Bonnie from the Yawning Portal, the barmaid.
First time I'm happy to see somebody because I recognize them.
She sort of comes out and is like, really, did you have to bring us down here this late at night? I was in the middle of something. And she sees you.
Hi, Bonnie.
And she turns to Renaer and is like, what is she doing here?
That's kind of rude.
No, Solaris, it's not you. It's, why did you bring her here? And she kind of like points in Renaer's face. And Renaer's like, it's part of what we're doing. You don't have to worry about it, Bonnie. Don't be such a... It'll get us where we want to be much, much quicker than your plan. And coming down the stairs behind is what looks like an older Conan the Barbarian. So he has sort of slate gray hair, big, dark muscles, and a mustache, big old mustache. And you recognize this fellow too, is Durnan, the owner of the Yawning Portal. And he says, all right, everyone, no arguing. Remember, we're family.
Durnan?
And he says, you've been to my bar, haven't you? Yes, I think I recognize your face.
I've been there a few times. I've stayed away a little bit. There was this whole thing with the Waterdeep guard and the badge, and I just figured it was good to lay low.
Yes, I remember now that whole incident. You're one of Mert's, yes?
I know Mert pretty well. He's a good guy.
Well, and he kind of looks around at everybody else and is like, let's see, Willifert, Bonnie, Fhang, Dern, okay, Ratskool, Aglar, Mariana, okay, everyone's here. Solaris.
Yes?
Before we get to discussing business, I have a question for you.
I hope I can answer it. It's been a really weird night.
I think you could. You've been to Neverwinter recently, yes?
Yes, I've been to Neverwinter recently.
Did you run into... Well, as I understand it, Almond Drawn hired you to find a woman named Opal.
That was the task that took us to the city at the time.
Do you know what happened to dear Opal? We haven't heard from her in some time.
It's a kind of... all of that's really kind of a blur for me. We got in trouble with Renaer's father. He put us in prison. I remember Opal being there, and then we made an attempt to escape, and we ended up in the ocean, and then we found this pirate ship, and we went to this lighthouse, and the next thing you know, I was like 60 something, and I was captured in Skullport. And so where she ended up, I can't remember if she left the prison with us or not. It's just such a blur.
And Durnan kind of like, Well, that's unfortunate. Opal was quite an asset to our little family. Well, I hope I hope Neverember didn't chop off her head or anything. That would be very unfortunate.
I mean, he maybe was a little distracted and didn't get around to it because he's really pissed at Yami.
Hmm.
He really thinks Sunspot's like A-okay.
I don't blame him. Your friend is the one who is trying to cut into my business, Thunder Mountain.
Well, I mean, sometimes competition is really good for business.
Hmm.
It helps you to kind of improve on what you're already doing to make it better when you have somebody else who comes in and tries to kind of get in on your turf, right? I mean, that's how I understand. I'm not really good at business. I just pour drinks sometimes.
Hmm. I think we here like having a monopoly on things a bit more.
Well, I mean, if somebody else comes in and does it better, that's not their fault.
Bonnie says, "Yeah, she has a point, Durnan. The noodle troll is rather nice."
It's really nice. Thanks, Bonnie.
Mhm.
Have you talked to Three Strings lately?
Yes, actually. And she like glares at Renaer and says, "I was actually in the middle of having a little night out with him when."
Yes. Oh. I mean, good. That's so nice to hear.
Yes, I'm sorry you had to get involved in this.
Yeah, I'm really. So Renaer's telling me that like Sunspot and everybody, like bad things are happening at the Noodle Troll. Sunspot may not be Sunspot.
Hmm.
He punched Renaer multiple times. And don't get me wrong, I love you, honey, but sometimes Renaer says things that are punch-worthy. But this was like more than once. And Sunspot usually is a little more patient with Renaer.
And the half-elf dung sweeper Ratscale, he says, "Wait, so you could look like this fellow the entire time and you didn't go after Volo? What's wrong with you?" And
What do you mean,
walks
look
over
like
to
this fellow?
He slaps Renaer in the head and he says, "We could have
Hey!
revenge on him. You know he's the one who drove our ancestors into Undermountain."
Wait, what?
Renaer's like, "I know, but I don't care about any of that."
Hey, don't touch him again. You'll be sorry.
And the other one is like, says, "This one knows him too, doesn't she?"
Knows who?
And Durnan says, "Aye, Volo's the one who hired her to go after Renaer a while ago. They know each other."
Yeah, I know Volo. Great guy, a little bit talkative, kind of full of himself.
And Bonnie's like, "Aye, that is true. That is true." Little handsy with the waitresses too. And
You know how to stop that real quick? You kind of stab him in the finger with a dagger.
Oh, I know, I did.
Okay, good.
No, oh yeah. So Durnan sort of claps his hands together and says, "All right, everybody, make your reports. If we're gonna make a decision, remember, we're a family. We have to make the decision together. And it's best that we operate with all the information we can. Willifert, you start." And the tiefling fellow says, "Well, the Castellanters have been fortifying their position here in the city. They've made some deals with Acquisitions Incorporated, and the Rajnars, I believe, gave them a gift recently to protect their children against Asmodeus. I think he's a little unhappy with them for reneging on a deal they made. But I think we could use this to our advantage, for sure." And the people sort of like, and Thaglar Blackskull, the Dwergar, says, "Well, related to that, I can tell you that the Growlhund family have allied themselves with the Lady of the Sargothan Hold, and the Zundorn Forge will be producing weapons for the Zentarim from now on. And the Castellanters have given us quite a bit of money to pay for the operation. The way I see it, we could infiltrate the Harpers for the Zentarim, and then work our way into taking over the Zentarim with our new little captive over there. We'll be rich.
Wait, take over what and what captive?
And Bonnie says, no, that is not a good idea. Thaglar, no, not a good idea. I've been talking with the Harpers. I've been working on this alliance for months now. Solaris is my friend. I know Two Strings, the bard at the portal. You know him, Durnan. We've been coming to an understanding. Like, we could have a peaceful way into this. We could have, well, not legitimate business, but we could go places, if we allied with them. I think we all agreed we don't want to live in Undermountain again. And some of them are kind of like, And the Dwargar's like, Undermountain's not so bad. Come on. And Renaer sort of says, and the vampires, I'm sure, just aren't bad for you, Thaglar. I could take them, whatever. And Renaer says, well, the way I see it, and he puts his arm around you, Solaris, the way I see it, she is a high-profile adventurer, Harper. If one of us was her, we could have quite a bit of nobles under our thumb through her, and we could get an agent in the Temple of Selûne, which would be very, very useful, in my opinion. Kill a lot of birds with one stone.
One second, Renaer. If one of who was me? What? Wait. What?
And his face changes, like,
oh,
and suddenly he looks like you.
Okay. I'm still charmed by this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crap, because there's a part of Solaris that wants to stab this person.
No, you still feel friendly acquaintance,
That Renaer. Now I know that trick. Where did you learn that trick?
Oh, I was born with it. Don't you worry.
Wait, no. See, these are things. Go ahead.
Would she still think that it's Renaer? Like, it's not, doesn't make you stupid. She'd just be like,
no,
oh,
yeah,
why
that's true.
like, oh, why did you trick me? That's so silly,
It's it's weird, yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm going on the idea that, like, we're still friendly, so it's like,
yeah.
But I've stood up now and I'm looking at him.
It's like, oh, you pranked me by being my fiance.
Yeah,
we're still friends, but it's like, this is a silly trick. Sorry, I didn't mean to
really,
like.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really like the whole you having my face on thing.
And Bonnie and Mariana, the woman who came down first, are both like, yeah, this is not a good idea. And Mariana says, if we replace her, that would draw all sorts of suspicion down on us. We don't want to bring the wrath of these adventurers, this chaos crew, down on us. Or she talks to Mert the Moneylender and Laryl Silverhand. We don't want them breathing down our necks. We are making a ton of money off of the life we have now. I don't want to become a criminal.
They're making very valid points.
And Bonnie says, listen, just a few more weeks and I can have an alliance with the Harpers. We can do something with that. And Wilfert, the old tiefling butler gentleman, says, I really think the Castellanters are the way here. I mean, they have a lot of money already. And if I suppose we could actually work with that and do this young woman here as well. Multiple inroads. And he sort of nods.
No, doing this old woman, no. I'm not here for that. Like,
and the dung sweeper says, no one asked for your opinion.
I'll stab you with a dagger. That's my opinion.
Give it a shot, you little orphan child.
My parents are alive and well and somewhere in the south. I'm going to pull a dagger and point it at him. Do you really want me to stab you with it? Because I will.
Durnan, like, draws this big sword and he's like, whoa. Listen, no Ratskill, you calm down. And he points his sword at him and says, Solaris, listen, this is a very nuanced situation we find ourselves in.
I think you're just mad because we've got a way for people to get into Undermountain and we're cutting into your business.
Well, in a way, but that's between me and that Kurayami woman.
Well, if you got something with Kurayami's my best friend.
All right, well. And he sort of looks around, he says, all right, let's see. Willifert, Bonnie, no way.
No, I'm going to say a no right here.
Durnan points to Ratskill and says, aye, right? Yeah. Thaglar, the Dwergar, says, aye! And he slams his fist down on the table. Aye! We can take it all! Mariana says, no, this is not a good idea. I'm with Bonnie. Renair, beside you, says...
You mean Solaris beside me?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Solaris beside you. Sort of strokes her chin and says, no. Yes. Hi. And Durnan sort of, And he squints his eyes at you and says, aye. Eyes have it. All right. Take her. And
can I grab Solaris and put the dagger like to her throat?
Sure you can.
And say, nobody's taking me anywhere. Do you want me to roll an intimidation check?
Sure.
It's not
I'll give
very
you
good.
advantage.
Oh, good, because it's not a super duper number.
Cat fight.
It's a 9 on the first roll.
I never thought I'd have to argue with myself with like 6 different people.
That's on you, Dylan.
I know.
That's a 14. Intimidation.
Pretty good. I'm going to roll for all of them to see who is intimidated and who's not. Let's see.
Everybody!
Ooh, interesting. Bonnie. Yeah. Fhang. Yeah. Interesting. Durnan. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Baglar. Wow. You got a 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So the only people who don't seem intimidated are Bonnie and Willifert Crowell, the tiefling. Everybody else.
People I like in the room.
The other people are just like, kind of like reach for their weapons, but like stop themselves. And Durnan's like, whoa.
No. Nobody's taking me anywhere. Nobody takes me anywhere that I don't want to go. I'm completely against this idea. I say no, and we're leaving. My friend here and I are leaving because this is a really bad idea. And I think you all need to really be ashamed of yourselves for thinking like this.
Bonnie kind of like bites her lip and reaches for like a dagger in her belt, and she says, she doesn't say anything. She steps towards you.
I shift so that I've got this other Solaris between us.
And she turns to face the others and draws her dagger. And she says, I agree. This is not a good idea. We should let her go and forget all this. If we need to, we can erase her memory. That's fine.
Well, we can leave my memory alone. We don't have to talk about this. I can keep a secret.
That's true. She can, actually. Yes, Solaris, that's a good idea. Yes. She can keep a secret. She's a smart girl. And I'm sure the Harpers won't hold anything against us for this. And Thaglar, the Dwergar, says, screw the Harpers. We can take them over. Them and the Zents. We can take this whole city.
No. That's you really need better decision-making skills, my friend. But for now, I think that my friend and I are leaving because we need to have a chat about trust issues over here. You and I kind of clink on the back of their head.
Says, this is really Solaris. I don't understand why you're being so hostile here.
Oh no, well, we're getting out of here because I don't trust them with you either, and I have to protect you. But right now, we're gonna go.
Okay,
I mean, I see cells over there, and I don't want to end up in one.
it's true.
Solaris, who I don't know how tall this Fhang character is, if he shrunk to my height when he changed.
He shrunk
but
up to your height.
So little 5 foot, and something. Solaris is like backing away, like heading for the nearest exit that we came in.
Okay.
Doing that whole like
spiral stairs, yeah. And Bonnie will kind of go in front of you as well and like hold out her dagger and says, listen, I'm still part of the family, but this is a mistake. We can all forget it. This never happened. And Durnan says, Bonnie, you're really threatening your position here. I can fire you, I'm your boss here. And
hey, that's not fair, Durnan. Like, you don't get to force her to make a bad decision just because you're going to threaten her employment.
True.
Do you want her to lie to you, or do you want her to be honest with you? Bonnie's being very honest right now.
Sure.
She's being very, very true to who Bonnie is, okay? Backing up a step.
And you can sort of see down the spiral stairs that Bonnie is like right behind you guys, or in front of you, walking backwards. And then Durnan and like the others look like they're sort of like trying to creep up along the way as well. Solaris, you suddenly bump into somebody behind you.
Oh no. Full stop. Slow turn of the head.
There is a pale elf gentleman with a red hood, with like blonde hair sort of peeking out of it. And he says, yes, I think you've all made a mistake this night. And he smiles and you see these vampire fangs.
Nope.
And hey, everybody else.
How's it going?
Hey, how's it going with you guys?
What is going on?
I'm just waiting for my rat crew to show back up.
Yeah, so actually,
Some recon.
Interested into what's that's going on over there. I want to know more about that nonsense.
it's about that time, Sunspot, that your rat crew does show up. One of the teams, it's Green Team, kind of come along, and it actually looks like
soldiers.
And it actually looks like this team is made of some of those green rats we encountered in Ack Inc. Who were like,
oh yeah,
green. And their leader says,
Sir, we found where Solaris is.
Hey guys, we found Solaris.
Well, we gotta go. Show us the way.
Now
What about those two?
Guys, we found her. I presentation up like, hey.
Yami is about to yell, but she's like, Lilia, that's really good. Wow.
Thank you.
Have you ever thought about acting? That's really good projecting.
I've been reading a lot of plays ever since we talked about the one that you wrote, and
Really?
Yeah, it's really interesting to me. I love telling stories, so yeah.
Oh, I bet you have plays from other worlds, don't you?
Yeah, she actually would have brought some back from like places that they've been.
Ooh.
Like the War of the Seven Ducks. She would absolutely have brought that back.
Well, not even just that. There's actually in Rising from the Last War, there is a random what's playing table.
Oh, all right.
Roll me, I believe it's a D8.
Oh
Yeah. Let me see what you brought back for Yami.
I got a 1.
A 1. Ooh, interesting. You brought back Tira's Tears, a speculative drama about the paladin who founded the Church of the Silver Flame. And Tira Marone was a paladin of the goddess of the sun and honor, who basically, an ancient demon lord, basically broke out in like rural France. And she went on this whole big adventure, got a cool sword, and basically sacrificed herself to bind the demon to this font of basically, the Silver Flame is basically the Force in Eberron.
Yeah.
So she basically bound herself to the force and bound this demon with it. You know.
Yeah, I brought a couple of plays back.
Oh, I'll have to read them later. Ooh. I don't know if everybody will get the references, but who cares?
I'm sure you can figure out a lovely way to tell the story.
So Patience and Aralee, you guys continued up the stairs past that statue, which totally beefed it, and find yourselves in it basically looks like half the tower is like split in half. There's a room on this side that stairs come up into, and there's like a door between this separating wall. In this room, there's a tall oak bookshelf with a few scattered books. And above the bookshelf, there's a beautifully crafted sign that reads Alcidor on it.
Alcidor?
Alcidor, Alcedor. And you hear Lilia, her voice kind of like echo up from below. We found Solaris!
Oh, okay. Let's go.
I walk towards the bookshelves.
Oh, okay. You want to take a look?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look. What's going on? Should
Okay.
I roll to investigate or something?
You're gonna
Sure.
take a
You want
look
to do it? You want to do?
In the book?
with a reading rainbow?
I was just like singing that in my head.
All right. Yeah. If you want to make me an investigation roll, you can.
Gotta bring up my stuff again. Investigation 19.
Ooh. Okay. So it looks like there's about 30 books on this shelf. And you kind of are like looking through them. There's all sorts of tomes about magic and magical theory and distant lands and different planes of existence. There's actually a book about like sigil and stuff like that in here, and you're like, oh. There's a book about the Spelljammer, which you're like, okay, interesting. Stuff like that. And you also see that there's a book called Dark Powers, the Domains of Dread.
That seems oddly specific, those 3 books.
I'm just saying, those are the ones that like jump out to her, you know?
Is there one that says Exploring Eberron?
By Keith Baker, coming to the DM's Guild later this year.
Vingvertin's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Step 1, clench fist. Step 2, aim for throat. Step 3, profit.
Is your friend a werewolf? The signs to look out for.
And it's literally just Sunspots like scratching a hairy arm.
It's just a picture of with the book, it's just a picture of Sunspot in there.
Your typical werewolf is like what it's.
Oh my god.
I pick up the Domains of Dread book, and I...
Oh boy. Okay, so some things happen here.
Why?
Oh no!
Never touch anything! Never touch anything!
Okay.
So suddenly the spines of the books all glow bright colors, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, Aralee. And actually, Patience,
I'm in the
you
room.
turned back. Are you not in the room anymore?
I'd be like in the doorway, still in the room, maybe.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Okay. So there is suddenly all of these like spines of these books glow really brightly. They flash like a rainbow of light at you, and you are blinded by them.
Ah, it's a reading rainbow.
No!
And
You've taken a look for the last time.
Dun-dun-dun.
Patience,
I can't see anything.
Patience, I need you to make me a con save too. Just in case.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The flash fills the room.
Flash. I got a 5.
Okay, you're blinded by this flash as well. And then suddenly, Aralee, the
Mhm.
book in your hand like starts moving, and you hear the other books like off the bookshelf, and you hear them just like flapping. You know,
You went into the strict section in Hogwarts.
in the air.
Get away from those books. Because I'm like,
Gosh. So I actually, you guys roll me initiative, and I'll roll for the books as well.
wee.
We're all just outside, and we just see the sudden flash from inside the tower, and Sunspot's just like, "Oh god damn it!"
I'd like to ask you something, Dylan,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Sean let me get away with it in in Dungeon Academy.
Ooh.
In our 2E game, Aralee had blind fighting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that's why. That's awesome.
Some bullshit.
What's the
That's
range?
awesome.
I know 2E it's very different, but was there like a specific range for your
I
blind
don't
sense?
remember. I don't think so.
Because most things in 5th, it's like 30 feet, which is pretty nice, all things
That's like-
considered.
I don't know if Aralee would have that, but I'll say like 10 feet, you know, around her. That sounds pretty reasonable, which fills this whole room. So yeah, you have a pretty good sense that, yeah, there's books flying around you.
I just had to ask. Initiative 12.
Okay. Patience, what'd you get?
I also got 12, but I think your dex is higher.
Yeah.
Okay. So Aralee, you would go first.
I pull out Pizza Cutter, aka Life Stealer. And I sense where with the force where the books are. And I slash into one.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's well, you know, when you have plus 12, it's 16.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have a plus 12.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't think you have to roll from now on. You're just gonna hit them.
Well, roll for crits.
That's true. Yeah, okay. That is true. All right, yeah, you hit the swarm of books.
I only have plus 10 to dispel things.
13 damage to the books.
Okay. So you swing Pizza Cutter, and though you don't see it, the audience does. You slice a book in half that says, "Mamma mia, here we go again. Pizza's in you." And actually, I feel like you like slice several books in half, but that's the one that the audience sees, you know?
The spine like slams against the camera. You just read it.
And Patience, it's your turn after that. As Aralee swings around and just you hear books just like hitting the wall.
Okay. I use my action to summon a scimitar, celestial looking scimitar. That's my turn.
Okay. Then the books. It's time for the swarm of books. Let me see. They are going to attack both of you guys. Let's see here.
I would
Aralee.
I would blindly move forward while going in. I don't know if that provoke attacks of opportunity or not.
I don't believe so, because it's a swarm. So you're still technically in their space, you know.
Okay.
All right, so Aralee, that would be a 11 to hit you.
No.
I didn't think so. So the books are gonna try and hit you, Patience. That's better, but I don't know if that'll hit. A 16, Patience?
A 16 does.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I have armor now.
Good for these books.
They're doing their best, Dylan, okay?
Yeah. So that'll be 7 points of bludgeoning damage as these books try to like break into your head through osmosis. Just
Ow!
You can't make
Help!
me
They're trying to
read!
educate me. Help!
Stop!
So they try to hit you, Aralee, and you just like dodge and duck and weave out of the way. And Aralee, back to your turn.
Okay.
You can make me another con save as well.
Okay. I'd say that was the con. 26.
Oh wow. Okay, so your vision like starts to come back, and you see those little like white dots, but you can see the books now, and Patience being beat over the head with them.
Oh, I don't like that. So I'm gonna try to hit them. 27.
Oh yeah. Roll with that damage.
Not good. 12.
Oh yeah. Well, it's all right if it's not good, because that's enough to kill the swarm.
It's books. I don't.
Yep. So Aralee, you swing through the books over Patience's head, and for a moment you get a flash of your sword like going through Patience's neck and chopping off his head. But then you're like, oh no, as it's actually just a book with like a person on the cover, and your sword through their neck and bisects the book. And Winston goes, I guess that counts.
Oh.
Not chopping off people's heads. I'll talk to you later.
Hey.
I forgot I have 3 attacks. So
You don't have to.
Don't worry
okay,
about
I
it.
won't. I just won't.
So Patience, you hear just like a over your head, and then make me a con save.
Con save.
See if your vision comes back.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Hey.
it definitely does. Then your vision like comes back as like books and broken paper just like flutter down around you, with Aralee like standing in front of you with their sword. And you guys are out of initiative now because you just freaking destroyed that swarm of books.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have touched anything. I just thought that was interesting, and all of the stuff that is happening with Strahd, I don't know. Anyway, let's.
Any form of bruises I had disappear as I use laying hands myself.
Very nice.
And I'm like, no problem. I never liked books anyway, and I kick one of the spines. Casually. Alright, well, Solaris isn't here. Just a bunch of dumb books and a wizard statue. Let's go.
Does Patience do that thing where like he's like, yeah, I didn't want much books anyway, like showing off his muscles?
No, because he's kind of intimidated by Arlee's.
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh,
So is
man.
Yami, honestly. Yeah. For once in her life. All right, so you guys head back down the stairs, and then climb on back down, and rejoin Sunspot, Yami, and Lilia at the foot of Kolat Towers.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, just a bunch of books.
Why would you? What?
It was my bad, I was curious, but there's no Solaris there, so...
Yeah, green team found them.
Green team?
Solaris. Green team. And he
Green
points out
team
the little rats.
rules.
Oh.
Sweet.
All right, little dudes, where is she?
Green team, move out, and they start heading down the road. And you guys want to follow them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
All right.
No rest for the
so-
wicked.
Mm-hmm.
There's just marching.
We don't need it.
So you guys actually, the green team goes along, and you pass by a very like pretty looking building. It is the House of Light, the guild hall of the Guild of Chandlers and Lamplighters. And outside there is this huge mound of like wax that's just like melted together. And there's like little wicks that are just like burning all over it. So it's like fills this little area with light. And you can see there's a big window looking into the Hall of Light where there are like wax figures like looking out the window at you guys. There's one that looks like Silverhand. There's one that looks like Elminster. There's one that looks like Manchun as well. It's all standing there. And you guys kind of like pass by that, and across the street is the building I described earlier for Solaris. It kind of has like this mercery with like a bridge that connects to a warehouse type of building. And the rats say, "She went in there." Went to the warehouse.
She's in the warehouse, guys.
I don't know. We ever thought she was in that tower anyway. Let's go.
There's a bunch of people with her, so be careful.
I'm already walking toward.
Okay.
I don't speak rat.
Yeah.
Soldiers dismissed.
Thank you.
What is
Lilia will pull out some cheese and give them to him.
One of them scurries up to you, Lily, and says,
Oh, there was a bunch of people. There was a tiefling and a human and a half-elf and another human and a dwarf and another human and yeah, I think that's it. Oh, there was another her.
Another who?
The friend. There were two. Were you looking for two? There were two. We did really good at our job if we found two.
Yeah, you did great. Yeah,
I feel like they need an extra chunk
she'll
of
give
cheese
them
for that.
I was gonna
Big
say,
extra cheese.
She'll give them like some cheese and bread, like snacks that she carries around.
holds a piece of cheese under each arm and just sort of
Share that with everybody else.
Will do.
It's not gonna share.
I know these rats well, you know.
There are a bunch of rats.
I mean, Sunspot's gonna like walk towards the warehouse, turn back.
Does Solaris have a twin sister by any chance, or?
I've never met her.
Not to my knowledge.
She has a brother.
She has a brother?
Yeah.
Huh.
Right. She talks about him all the time.
Do you think they're?
I knock on the warehouse door. All right, I know you're holding Solaris in there.
Like the cake.
So Solaris, you hear like a knock in the room above you, and you hear like a muffled voice. Make me a perception roll, Solaris.
Will do, sir. Will do. Perception roll. I'm pretty good at these. Come on, Solaris, don't fail me now. Ooh, a 26.
Hey.
Okay. So you make out Patience's muffled voice through the door, say, "Oh, we know you have Solaris in there."
I don't think Solaris has ever been happier to hear Patience. Like she likes
Wow,
Patience.
get
No,
right.
That's fair.
But like this is like the
10
happiest
points
she's
of burn
been.
damage.
Ooh.
Hey,
Listen to it, so.
he makes some choices, but today she made some choices. So she says to the strange figure on the stairs behind her, "I think this is between all of you. We're gonna be going now. That's my ride." And tries to see if he'll like let her scoot back and out. Like she wants to go up the stairs and get out.
Field therapy.
Let's roll. Let's all roll initiative here.
Oh no!
I just want to keep some semblance of order to see where everybody goes.
Jeez.
Dylan.
Hello? Let me in? I don't want to break down your door. I can do that easily.
Open the door. Stop having it be closed.
Stop having it be closed.
Turns out it was unlocked the whole time.
All right. So, Patience, what'd you get?
5.
5. Solaris, what'd you get?
An 18.
That's there more, right? Sunspot,
23.
20. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
about right.
Yeah.
Aralee, what'd you get?
14.
14. All right. Lilia, what you get?
21.
Wow.
21. Lilia, so fast.
He has a +3 dexterity.
Alright.
She may not be strong, but she's really agile. Probably do some flips and shit.
Wow. Boy, I wish bennies were a thing in this so I could re-roll, but
Nope.
What? All right. So in that case, Sunspot, you would be first. Patience walks up, knocks on the door, like, "Come on."
I'm just gonna open the door.
It's unlocked. Yeah.
What do I see when I walk in? Do I see anything?
No,
So inside, there is a coach house.
We don't know the situation there. I think it'd be rude to barge in.
It's too late.
They didn't have a magical force field, so that means that they weren't like doing some evil stuff.
So inside, there's a coach house. Right to your left, there's stairs that go up, and in front of you, there are some stable stalls that appear to be empty, and a spiral staircase that goes into the ground. Looks like a trapdoor that's open. You know.
Okay. Is there like a stall near the trapdoor?
Yes.
I'm gonna go into the stall.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold my action get some radiant sun bolts prepped. And I'm just gonna wait to see like if I see someone who is not Solaris coming out.
Okay. You can do
So
that.
I'm just like kind of like trying to hide a little bit to get a slight element of surprise.
Okay.
Even though Patience just knocked.
Lilia, what would you like to
Yeah.
do? Your turn.
So Patience is just waiting at the door.
Yeah.
For now.
And
Yeah.
Sunspot just walked in.
I'm sorry, Sunspot. You walked in and you're just
Yeah,
like,
I'm
standing
inside.
in the. Okay, I'll follow Sunspot.
You see the same setup.
Yeah. What are we waiting for?
Anything that is not Solaris.
Why don't we just go over there and ask what's going on?
I like her idea, kind of, since you already opened the door.
Well, I mean, you can do that. I'm still gonna just be here ready.
Okay. Lilia will open the door and just see what happens next.
You're gonna head down the stairs beyond the
Mhm.
trapdoor. Okay.
We're just gonna play leapfrog to each other until we get to the actual place where they're hanging out.
So and you see ahead of you is a figure in like a red hood, a red robe. Solaris, it's your turn. This elf vampire is standing behind you. Bonnie is standing in front of you. You have the other Solaris in your grasp, and the other people, Durnan and all them, are beyond Bonnie on the stairs, basically. Jeanette,
You're
we can't hear
muted.
you.
I did it. That's
There you go.
pro streaming. So I'm gonna just casually try to see if the guy on the stairs is gonna let me scooch by with my friend.
He does not seem like he is going to move, and he says, "Girl, that one isn't leaving. He's already charmed you, hasn't he?"
Wait, what?
Oh.
We're friends.
And oop.
Poor Dylan's like, hang
Sorry.
on, I've got dad, I'm DMing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, we're friends. We're having a misunderstanding. We need to discuss this.
The elf says, "That sounds like a likely story," and he pulls out a stake with like a withered hand.
Oh no, I think I have to stab him because he's gonna stab my friend.
Okay,
Is it a well done steak?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, see, that just ruins it because you don't make a steak well done. You just ruin the flavor. Now I have to stab him. He made bad choices.
Hey,
It has a
Follow
little
the sun
ketchup
god.
on it.
Oh no!
I'm gonna stab him with regret.
That's what he's definitely gonna feel.
Let's see what happens.
Question. Does Solaris technically have an ally within 5 feet?
I guess she would. Yeah.
I got a 22 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, let's see. So damage I'm gonna do. Let's see. 2. Plus sneak attack damage.
I like this.
That's pretty good. So that's gonna be another. And maths for you. So that's gonna be 23 points of piercing damage from my dagger, and it's magical.
Yeah, yeah, I figured. Yeah. Okay.
So I
Cool.
just am like, don't hurt my friend. Stab.
All right, so you stab this guy, and he kind of like makes like a wince and like looks down at the dagger in his chest. Doesn't let out any like gasp of air or anything like you're used to. He just stands there and like takes it.
If I pull the blade back out, is it like normal? Like there should be some blood and.
Yeah, although there's some like crust that comes out with it, but no like liquid blood or anything.
So there's this slow motion retrieval of the dagger, and like the eyes go to the dagger, and you see Solaris go, "Oh,
My bad.
sorry."
So Lilia, you're right behind this guy when this happens. Just so you know. Aralee, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I know none of this is happening, so I guess I'm gonna go a little bit into the room and just ready my action for pull out pizza cutter and ready my action.
Okay, so you're gonna be up there with Sunspot.
Mhm.
Jamey, what's Jamey gonna do? I think Jamey will follow Lilia down. That makes sense to me.
Oh, you're
She'll-
funneling.
She'll come up behind you. And Jamey like waves her stump at you, Sunspot, and says, "I'll blow it out your nose."
I'll say I didn't warn you.
Actually, Jamey has an action. What you want to do here?
I'm not sure what an action kiss is to the cheek.
It's true.
I mean, is it a full makeout, or is it just like a
No.
so
Not
that
the whole-
because I feel like it would be a bonus action if it was
Not
just
the
like
whole
a
song
peck
and
of
dance,
cheek.
yeah.
Just a little smorch.
Little schmutz on the face.
What's right there? Let me see. I think Yami's gonna use a bonus action for coordinated movement. 5 allies within 60 feet that I can see. So I guess Lilia
Everybody.
and Solaris. I can see you guys.
You guys are still upstairs.
Yeah, Yami can't see you. You are within 60 feet, but she can't see you.
You can see Sunspot and Aralee as well. Both of them are in the building.
Well, they're upstairs though. We've gone down a little bit. Yeah, Sunspot and Lilia. If you want to use your reaction, you can move up to your speed, or sorry, half your speed.
Me?
Nope, not you, Sunspot.
Oh, I thought you said Sunspot. Sorry.
No, Solaris and Lilia. But do you guys want to use your reaction?
To move? No, I'm good.
No?
I can't get past the fellow on the stairs, right?
Not just by moving.
Yeah.
It's true.
I think I would reposition myself and sort of like back down the stairs a couple steps, so I'm sort of back to back with Bonnie. Please, Bonnie, really be my friend. And because the whole no blood thing really kind of freaked me out now.
That's fair.
Actually, how far away am I from Solaris and the rest of these people?
Okay, so you're basically 10 feet from Solaris, 5 feet next to this elf guy with the hood.
What about
And
everybody else?
Everybody
Like
else. Oh gosh.
The other bad guys.
Oh, the other bad guys. So Bonnie's 15 feet, and then Durnan is 20 feet.
Okay. I will move closer to Solaris, so I'm like right next to her.
You're small as a gnome, so you could actually like go under this elf dude. I believe. All right.
She'll just duck.
Right. Just duck under his red cloak and pop out. And Solaris, you see Lilia like, hello.
Would you
Like
would you let her?
Blade?
Pocket gnome.
Where'd you come from?
I don't think he's paying attention at the time, and she just like pops out between his legs, and he's like, "What the hell?"
Wait, are you with him?
No, I don't know this man. I've never met this man before in my life.
And you see Solaris with her one arm around another Solaris, dagger in hand, like
Oh God, all right, let's go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Then after Yami, it is the other people's turn. So the elf is going to jump at you, Solaris. Lilia, he'll be going over you if you want to do anything, like a opportunity attack.
I can try to stop him, but it's not
actually-
going to be very good.
You would have used your reaction with the Yami thing, so I guess you couldn't. I didn't think
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter anyway. She sucks at hitting things.
So he's gonna leap at the other Solaris that Solaris is holding with the stake. Ow.
No.
Would that hit? I believe it would with the vampire.
Would they have any kind of cover?
I don't think so.
I'm holding them in front of me, so,
So they're
kind
your cover.
they're my shield.
Pretty much. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
That's your meat shield.
I wasn't expecting somebody to want to hurt them. I was expecting them to want to hurt me. So, oops.
As
Okay. So what would that be? Okay. So the stake right into Solaris's heart. And the Solaris in your grasp basically like doesn't move as they just like freeze up in your arms. The stake sort of protruding out of their chest.
How do I feel about this? Like on a magical level?
Well, that's a good question.
They stabbed your friend. They're considered an ally.
Yeah,
Maybe not
yeah.
friend, ally, I guess.
and actually they have another attack, so I think
Drive the stake in further.
that's a good. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're gonna pull out a
finish
hammer.
him.
They're gonna pull out a little mallet and go.
Oh no! No!
It's like you're getting ready to pitch a tent. You just go on, get in there.
That is actually a power score.
Oh man.
Oh,
Okay, so that's gonna be another. Oh, that's even higher. Oh god. Okay, so they already took 9. Okay, yeah. So they drive the stake in further into this other Solaris's heart, Solaris. And the Solaris just like you see like fire like spread out from the stake basically. And the Solaris basically like turns into a pile, like a Solaris shaped pile of ash in your arms, and your arm like goes through your own neck and just like you like your features on this replica basically melt into just like a smooth featureless face with like red eyes that just like disintegrates in your arms like that. Yeah.
doesn't feel so good.
Stop.
It feels so good.
Don't
Hey,
go,
does
don't
that mean
go,
you're not
don't
charmed
go.
anymore, though?
I don't
You don't-
know.
You're not charmed anymore.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that instant I'm like, oh, what the hell? I just shake the dust off. I'm like, God, no.
Hey.
Dust in the wind.
Mhm.
Let's get the hell out of here.
All right. Yeah, the elf says, that sounds like a good idea. And he turns aside that you can.
Who the hell is this guy? All right, so who's after the elf? I'm looking at Lilia like,
Is it my turn?
It is Patience. You were the last on the docket here.
How much that would have hurt?
Oh gosh. Well,
I have a passive of 8.
I
And
feel
you're
like you
outside
probably
still,
heard.
aren't you?
That's good
The
point.
door's open, but
That's
I am
yeah,
outside.
That's right.
And it's also echoing up the staircase. I feel like you probably would have heard like Solaris kind of like freaking out and like voices talking. Yeah.
Solaris! And I run in. I dash in.
Okay. You walk down the stairs, and Yami is like backing up out of the staircase and is like, Oh, patience. We're coming out, I think. I think we're coming out.
Do I see the vampire on my original move action before I do an actual action?
Not in your original move action. Actually, yeah, if you move 30 feet, yeah, you would. You see his red cloak sort of from the behind. And he steps aside and you sort of see the profile.
What are you doing here?
And he sort of whips his head around. He says, "You, what are you doing here?"
I'll use my action, and he needs a dex save.
Oh, shit. Okay.
God.
Oh, that's an at
At
one.
the time, patience.
I like to think this nat 1 is less about his dexterity and more of like hesitation. Because summoning next to him is a Guardian of Faith, and a Hell Rider Spectral just comes up right next to him.
Yeah, his eyes definitely like...
He takes 20 radiant damage.
Whoa, wow.
Is he dead? Is he just dead?
No, he's not dead.
He's a vampire. 20 radiant damage won't kill him.
It's not good.
It will hurt. It will hurt.
He's alive, but he like hisses away from it as his eyes like widen, seeing a Hell Rider. All right, Solaris and Lilia, what would you like to do here? You want to like head up the stairs?
Well, I want to do something stupid, but if we're running away, then it's fine.
I will let you know the Spectral Guardian will not affect you guys, your allies.
Yeah.
The Spectral Guardian actually, I think, will be a female warrior without her helmet on, and she's got a little scar on her cheek. She's an actual
like
NPC.
A blonde elf.
I am no man.
She's a human. She's one of the generals for the Hell Raiders.
Okay.
Can I? How far away is the bad guys from me?
Like I said, they are now about 15 feet away from me, past Solaris and Bonnie.
Okay, I want to move closer to them.
Bad
so
guys.
Bad guys. I'm gonna move closer to them. Go 10 feet away, so I'm in the general vicinity of them, and I want to use Fate Presence.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm gonna. Every one of them needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I will do Durnan first. That's a 3 on the dice.
Anything below an 18 fails. So
below an 18. Okay, excellent. Let's see here. So that's Durnan. Baglar. That's below an 18. Okay. Let's see. Mariana. Oh, Mariana actually made it, but she also doesn't want to hurt Solaris. And then Ratskull failed. And so did. Okay. All right, what happens? Yeah, Lilia.
They're all charmed by me.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Haha, one good turn deserves another.
How the turns have tabled.
Sunspot and Aralee, both of you make me perception rolls.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
24.
Oh yeah, you definitely. Okay. So you guys are sort of standing there at the ready, and you hear up above you like the wood of the building like creak. And as you like sort of look up, you see what look like these figures, pale white with like black and purple robes on, like crawl through the windows of this warehouse. And their eyes are like glowing red.
Zombies.
No, worse. Much worse.
Do they see us?
That's a good question. Make me stealth rolls, actually, both of you.
They probably hear your heartbeat.
Oh
I have a dead heart though, so
Smell your blood.
Patience smells like wet dog to them. I mean, yeah, not patience, but Sunspot.
Patience probably also smells like wet dog.
I got a 16.
Oh, wow. Aralee?
With a +7, it's a 9.
Oh no.
They as they like crawl into the building, they like their eyes all dart to Aralee and they like hiss at you
Oh,
with
shit.
vampire fangs. And each of them looks like they have like a purple like circle with like a smaller black circle or like a larger black circle around the purple circle on their foreheads.
Oh, okay, they're not triangles. Okay.
No,
I was about to say,
they're
that's
not
supposed to be
round-
Cholt. What the heck are they doing here?
Yeah. Okay, goodness. So Sunspot, I guess it's your turn first here.
Okay. Well, seeing as they both see Aralee, Sunspot's gonna like break his stealth, so he's gonna step out so like he's not alone,
Mhm.
and then just start radiant sun bolting up at them.
Okay.
Okay.
We
I'll just go
dead.
for one of them first. What was that?
We dead. It's nice knowing you
It's
all.
fine. It's fine.
Wow,
I got
you're
this.
fi-
It's fine.
We
got
have
this.
a whole army, guys. We'll be fine.
So do they. Of vampires.
First one's a
Fine.
17.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Okay. And then the next one is also a 17. I rolled the same thing.
All right.
And yeah, I'm gonna spend a key point to do 2 more.
Fair enough.
Because I'm like, oh, this can't be good. All right, so that is a that one's only a 12.
That one actually doesn't hit.
Okay. And then the last one is a dirty 20, so that hits. So 3 hits. 4. 25 radiant damage.
Wow. That is pretty impressive. Okay. All right. So you shoot at these vampires and like just sear one of them as they like and they just sort of like fall off the wall and like into the hay pile nearby. All right. Solaris.
Hi there. My turn. Well, I don't really understand what Lilia just did, so and I just realized that, things are, bad.
Mhm.
Did the thing that she did affect Bonnie too?
I don't know, Lilia, what do you want to do?
I mean, if she's in that circle, like anybody who's not Solaris, she does, or Yami is
Okay.
like not a friend.
Oh, well, she succeeded too, but she's not gonna hurt Solaris.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to Bonnie, I know that these are your friends, but for the time being, let's get the hell out of here. I'm gonna back up the stairs and try to go around the cringing red cloak person. And I'm like, sorry about the just slip past.
Okay.
Lily, I think we're going.
All right. Bonnie will follow you up, Solaris. And you come up to Sunspot, shooting radiant sunbolts up at these vampire spawn who look like they're crawling down.
Ceiling's haunted.
The way.
Right.
all right.
You two would run past my Guardian of Faith, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
It does not attack either of you.
When I see Sunspot, I say, Sunspot,
What?
how did we first meet?
That's a loaded question. I kind of crawled out of a dungeon in the ground since your friend blew up my sewers, and then I was just like crawling out of a hole and y'all were there.
Oh, thank God it's you.
That's a loaded question. I mean,
Aralee, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
So the weird creatures are on the ground now, so I can get to them.
One of them is, yeah.
And prone.
And prone, yeah, it's true.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm gonna
Don't
unleash
forget
my
you have
three.
3 attacks.
Yeah, I know. I forget. Okay, so I'll
That's what I'm
do.
telling you.
I'll roll for all 3 right now. That is a 27.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Mhm.
second attack. It's a 15.
Okay. That actually doesn't hit. Yeah. Actually, no, it does. Actually, sorry. Yeah, it does. 15.
Okay, and the third attack is a 24.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Oh boy. Let me get my calculator.
Oh no. 30 took 20. I think. Suspense.
42 points of
Oh,
damage.
okay. Is that all? All right.
Only 42.
Only 42. Okay. All right. You slice into this guy laying on the ground. Its robe just like rips with your blade and like hisses on the ground. It is not looking too good. Like black, sort of necrotic bile, like drips out of its mouth as you slash into it. Lilia, it's your turn.
Excellent. And I'll be like, excuse me, guys. Clary place you have here. Whatever you have been up to in here, I hope you guys think twice about kidnapping my friends next time. Now apologize.
Durnan like lowers his sword and says, "Sorry, Solaris."
Thank you. Now, I will see you guys later. And Lilia will gently walk out the door and close it behind her because this only lasts for one turn.
Oh my god, okay.
Close trap door, slide the heaviest thing in the room on top of the trap door.
Wait a minute. Am I at the top of the trapdoor, or was I still halfway down the stairs?
You know what? If you wanted to back up, you could.
Yeah, for the sake of convenience, yeah.
Okay.
As everyone just collectively backs out of the staircase, and then Sunspot's like, nope, go back down.
So that guardian.
Yami's already pushing a big crate over the trapdoor.
Oh, thank God, I have
So,
no strength.
Just to clarify,
Thank you, Yami, for being my beefy lady.
that guardian is blocking the bottom of the stairs, essentially.
Yep.
And the only people I've designated as allies is the Chaos Crew. And guests.
And
Right.
what about Bonnie? Not Bonnie?
I don't know she's down there.
Uh-oh.
Well, she would have tried to go with me, so I don't know what
Sorry,
happened.
Bonnie.
It's true. You want to roll damage for Bonnie?
She needs a dex save.
Dex
Mom.
save.
Come on, Bonnie.
She has
Come
a
on,
good
Bonnie.
dex.
I didn't know she was down there.
How does a 15 look?
That's a fail. She takes 20 radiant damage.
All right,
Ow.
well.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Maybe she'll just take the hint and stay down there.
She's hurt, for sure, but she's gonna like and like slash sort of at the vampire guy and then continue up, like thinking he did it or something.
Well, it's like an actual guardian, so he
I
would have
know.
actually.
She was walking backwards though. She didn't see it. She's like,
Ah.
oh, we gotta. All right, so Bonnie comes up to before you close trapdoor, Lilia. The trapdoor closed. Kurayami pushes over the thing. This vampire on the ground that Aralee hit does not look good at all. Others are just like crawling in right now.
Oh, there's more now?
How
yeah.
many others?
Who is these?
Well, you can see two more that are joining the two that were already in here.
What time?
Patience.
What time? You said it's super early. It was like 3 in the morning when we originally started,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah.
And you said it takes
Okay.
more than an hour to get to the 2 towers we were at.
So it was like 4 to get to the 2 towers.
What season is it?
Ooh,
It's autumn.
Scott. Yeah, through the window, Patience. you see that the sky outside is starting to lighten.
Oh boy.
Excellent. Okay. So let's get out of here, guys. This is fine.
What would you like to do, Patience?
Well, trapdoor is set down.
Mhm.
Did the vampire hunter,
Mhm.
did he move away from that guardian at all?
Yeah, he looked like he backed up from it.
How far away?
Probably
A pretty safe distance, I would say.
Yeah,
right?
I would say. Like
if,
10
if,
feet.
if he's okay, yeah, I was about to say if he's within 10 feet, then something then it would attack
Okay.
again. But so
Okay.
it stays there. It's not going to move for a while.
Oh, I know. Guardian of Faith stays there for a while. I'm aware.
Okay, just wanted to make sure he didn't need to make another save.
Okay.
On my turn,
Uh-huh.
I see these creatures coming down. Obviously, some kind of undead. Would it take an action for like a religion check or something, or would I just know they're vampires?
You could just know they're vampires, yeah. I'm cool with the Sean thing where if you know it, your character knows it, you know.
So, how many total are in here right now?
You
4.
can see 4 of them.
One fell into the ground that Aralee is attacking. Sunspot was sunbolting them.
I hit the one that fell. So the
Mhm.
one came in, I blasted with radiant energy and it dropped.
Yeah.
So that's the one that
So there's 3
Just
on
got hit.
the ceiling right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I throw Azedge at one.
Ooh, okay.
And as Azredge is thrown and it spins, the blade itself emits into a blue flame. As I also cast a cantrip, Green Flame Blade.
Green
flame!
Because we're supposed to be doing like Ack Ink, right? And we'll see if I hit. Since I can only do one attack, I might as well make it Green Flame. 21 to hit.
Yeah, I'll hit. Yeah.
Minimum damage from the initial slash. Oh, it did not include the extra with fire. So 7 magical slashing damage
Okay.
for the minimum. 5. No, I'm gonna make it 10 radiant damage with
Oh,
my
gosh.
celestial warlock thing, where I can do that.
Alright.
And then the green flame
Mhm.
deals an additional max damage. Holy crap! 16 fire. And then the green flame leaps off of that one and goes to his next friend. And his next friend takes a total of 13 fire damage.
Whoa! Wow.
And then Azrael
Okay.
gets back to me. And who does anyone look hurt?
13. Does anybody look hurt?
I would think.
I've been taking
Solaris-
damage all night.
Solaris took a
Never
little bit
either.
of damage in the initial fight before she got teleported here. So she's, maybe has a
And
bruise.
was it Bonnie? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting her name.
Yes, Bonnie
Bonnie.
is hurt.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
She looks clearly hurt though.
Yeah. She's
I
blind.
immediately recognize her because Patience has been to the Iron Portal a few times. With a bonus action, I'll heal her.
Okay. Cool.
Let me use some healing pools. I'll use 2. So it might not heal her all the way, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, she heals 4.
Oh, okay.
And there's my turn.
All right. So, gosh, guys.
Yes.
So the one vampire that Aralee struck at and Sunspot struck at, I'm gonna say is the one that got hit by the green flame blade because it basically just goes up in green flame, and the hay like it landed in also just like ignites with green flame, and it just is squealing and howling. The other 3.
Sorry, Patience doesn't run away.
Yeah. It's okay. They will. The other 3 like crawl back out of the building in reverse.
They do that get from The Simpsons of the grandpa walking in, sees Bart, turns around. Whoop, 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 whoop.
So Sunspot, these vampires have crawled back out of the building. The trap door that the crate is on kind of like a little bit, but it does not seem to be moving anytime soon. So what would you guys like to do?
I vote we run.
I think we should get out of here. I'll explain later. It's bad news.
I think we should get rid of that vampire while we have the chance. And it sounds like a decision needs to be made. Now, you two will be honorary guests to our little team. So each of you will get a vote. Here's a paper, and I hand them a little paper for my voting kit.
Do we have the time for this? Patience.
There's more than just a vampire.
Yeah, that's why we need to do this as quick as possible. We don't have time to be. This is the argument right here. All right, so I vote
He makes
this.
a good point.
Who's arguing? We're all saying we should go.
The only one who's arguing is Patience.
Yami, don't worry. I'll write down your ballot. What are you voting for?
Y'all want to say, well, that's very considerate of you.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
doing
okay
my
staying.
job.
I'm okay staying, yeah.
Okay. That's a 4 in the ballot. Okay, I'm just doing my job, all right? You know, it's an important role that is definitely needed.
The vampire from earlier is down there?
Yes.
Okay, I vote to stay here.
All right. That's 3.
Oh, no.
What about the other 3?
I vote to leave.
Okay.
I vote to leave.
Leave.
Okay.
Leave.
All right. Well, my vote counts as 2 per the
Bonnie?
rules. So it's 4 against 3. We stay to fight.
Bonnie says, wait, do I get a vote?
No, you're not part of the team.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, fine. You know what? That's only fair.
Bonnie says, let's go.
But then now we're
it's
tied.
even.
All right.
Now
So
4-4.
since now we're tied, I literally have to leave it up to my coin of decision tree.
Oh God.
No
Oh,
joke.
God.
Oh,
You guys
God.
choose. What's heads gonna be?
What does the coin have on it now?
No, it's heads and tails.
Heads and tails.
There was some.
Heads stay,
we
tails leave.
Tails we
Yeah.
leave.
Okay,
Tails
okay.
Tails we leave.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Tail
go.
and
All right.
run.
Heads.
God damn it!
All right.
Heads.
Oh, God.
All right.
I
In
don't
that
have beef
case-
with this vampire.
Fine.
In that
I just
case,
want to go home and go back to bed.
It's been a long day. It's like 6 in the morning.
I
You think
think
I'm not taking an 8-hour nap after this? You're wrong.
this is where we should leave it for this week. So hey,
Can I do one thing real quick? Because I know I'm going to forget it
Yes.
by next week.
Go on.
I'm going to grab my holy symbol of Palor and go, rise faster, rise faster.
Right.
Ding, ding, ding. Top of the morning.
Must go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster.
I get no sleep because y'all. Y'all get no sleep 'cause of me.
All right. So let's go around and do some plugs. Jamey, what do you got going on, my good man?
I actually have something this time.
Woo.
What? Nani?
My
Wow.
on May 14th, I'll be playing in a one-shot where I'm a Power Ranger.
Yay.
Hey.
I'm sure Aya will explain that more, but you can tune in and see me play a gigantic himbo.
Oh, excellent.
No, it's not gonna be. It's only gonna be recorded. We're not gonna play it
Oh.
live, but
Never mind, but you can watch the recording of it. Maybe.
possibly someday.
I don't know. Never mind. I'm still doing something. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's just exciting.
Aya, it's a very good transition. What do you got going on?
Hey, I'm doing 5 one-shots for all my friends, and every single person in this group is in one of them.
Oh.
I already did the one with me.
Yeah,
Pretty great.
it was great. And we found out the legend of the purple lady Chinese food.
Ancient Greek warrior Chinese food.
Yeah. You can find me on my Twitter. I do commissions, I do arts. If you want to be a patron of Lilia, you can go to the DMs Guild and find the connection to all which is a thing that my lovely friend Scott made.
Scott from the Chaos Crew?
Yeah!
What?
Can you
Wow.
believe it? I got
The
Scott
Scott?
on.
You know what would be even crazier? If someone here actually had a level on that. That'd be nuts.
Wouldn't it?
Mm.
That'd be wild.
Huh. Speaking of, Callie, do you got any
That has no correlation whatsoever.
No.
What are you talking about?
Connection to all!
You can
I
find
forgot,
me. Cap Callie. Go ahead, Aya.
I forgot to say the name. That's the name of the...
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
You can find me at Cap Callie on Twitter. I do art. I have commissions open all the time. So if you would like to commission me, let me know, and I will do my best to draw what you want. Tomorrow is Waterdeep at 10 o'clock, or I guess it's still Waterdeep. Is it?
It's Kevin's
is it?
campaign.
Oh, really?
It's just
You're
Kevin's
in
campaign.
Retroverse.
It's Kevin's
It's
campaign.
Kevin's Wild Ride, and that's what you should call it.
Mr. Kevin's Wild Ride. Yeah. That's always fun. We have a baby. We're in the retroverse. It's fine. We're all fine. But that's it for me.
Oh, excellent. Jeanette, what do you got going on?
Hi. Hey, I'm not muted. Good. No, so you can find me on Twitter. It's down below. I'm also streaming on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures. Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a Call of Cthulhu game. And then every other Sunday, we do D&D 5e, Skull and Shackles. Dylan's in that game. At 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
So ready.
And every other Tuesday, we have another Call of Cthulhu Old West game at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Callie's in that one. So stop in, check out our shows. Some of the back episodes are on YouTube, and yeah, it's kind of what I'm up to. I also play over here on Scotty channel every other Saturday, doing some Ghosts of Saltmarsh adventures in the evenings at 7 p.m. So that's kind of my world.
They're in the middle of the big battle against the Sahuagin Fortress.
Everything's going fine.
Yeah.
Cash.
Sounds about right.
Oh, isn't that always the way in D&D?
They made a Triton friend named Kish and a Locatha friend named Borgas.
I thought you were gonna say try and fill in name like Schmeedle or something.
Schmeedle.
Schmeedle. I'm Schmeedle. Schmeedle
Um,
Knabrina's distant cousin, twice removed.
Speaking of, Scott, what do you got going on?
Well, I run many shows on this Twitch and YouTube channel. If you're interested in them, or if you need to catch up, the VOD playlists for YouTube are down below. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, yeah, if you're on YouTube, just check my playlists. I'll have all of my campaigns that I've ever run on there. This Wednesday, 7 p.m., the To Hell We Ride campaign. It may be most likely the finale for Descent into Avernus. You got the special cover, but
Ooh. I love the special covers.
the group has returned the sword to Zariel. All that's left is trying to get Elturel out of hell.
Very
Whoa.
nice. Well, make sure to check out all my lovely player stuff, and check out past episodes on YouTube. We'll be here next Saturday.
And just
Find out.
Go watch how cute Dylan is as a DM.
Please. Anyway, we'll see you next
Such
week.
a handsome and
Thanks for stopping
smart
by.
boy.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We appreciate it.
Bye.